Started now is as people coming in, they just play catch up. So the next presentation is about your vote, your voice. Why does redistricting matter in our community? First of all, voting power. Redistricting determines which neighborhood votes stay together. If they split our community, our voices will be lessened. It also determines our city council representation, representation. In the states of Hampton, 20,000 new people has moved to this district since 2025. Because of that, they're going to redraw the district line. We must make sure we keep our black political power. So let's talk about why they're doing what they're doing. It's called population imbalance. And what that means. Well, in some districts, you have like 109,000 plus people. In other districts, you might have about 100,000 plus people. That's a difference of 8,000 plus people. Federal law requires equal representation. That is, they must redraw the district line because of the imbalance by the 2027 elections. Let's talk about the full proposal that they have on the table. It's called alternate 1 through alternate 4. We support alternate 4, but let's talk and dive deep into that. First, we support alternate 2, but let's dive into that. Alternate 2 received the most community support, 420. So why is alternate 2 more protective of the black vote? Well, first, it moves only one precinct, and that's precinct 30, 45, and Tampa terms. That's the only thing that's moved out of West Tampa. It does not touch the West Tampa neighborhoods. Let me say that again. It does not touch the West Tampa neighborhood. Again, this is alternate 2. The other alternate does not do this. It keeps Baptist, rural Baptist community together. Everyone has strong voting blocks. And then it protects this citizen. Majority of seniors vote at this particular place right here. Again, any other different alternates that we're going to be talking about is going to split all this up. And it does not split black churches from different districts. Again, it received the highest number of votes. Again, it creates the minimum amount of change and the what's wrong with alternate 2? And when we come up to in this presentation, I will pull up the map so you can see what the map looks like. So let's talk about alternate 2 and why that hurts the black vote. Most of you in West Tampa know about our Borough Baptist Church. What you don't know what's going to happen if we. Let me pause for a second. I want to focus on alternate 1, not 2. Alternate 2 is going to be the best. Alternate 1 offers the danger. So let's continue. If alternate 1 passes, alternate 2 is what we want. Alternate 2 will split rural Baptist church. It's not going to do it. It's going to take District 51 to District 4. It's going to change precinct 169 to District 6. It's going to temporize votes. And they're going to do this by changing precinct 342 to District 5. This is going to create unnecessary disruption across 3 districts. And then finally, they have something called cracking, in which they are going to split the minority vote. That is, weaken the black vote. Only received 287 votes. Remember, alternate 2, the one we support, got 420 votes. Now, let's talk about how alternate 3 and alternate 4 is also problematic. But let's look at alternate 3. Alternate 3 moves 3 precincts. It splits the Latino church community It weakens District 7 and it creates a chain reaction effect. Again, they received 295 for that vote. And then alternate 4. And alternate 4s will move 3%, disrupt David Blackstone Senior Citizen, and they received the worst score. Give me a second while I let someone in. Okay. Okay. So why do alternate 2 win again? First, only 1% is moved. No disruption in West Tampa or East Tampa Black community. No churches split, and it's highly supported with 440 people versus the other areas. Let's continue. When we're looking at the voting power in Tampa, let's look at which districts had the strongest voting power. First, District 4. District 4 has the strongest. Again, that's evidenced by Royal Baptist Institutional Church. They have 2 Christians right now. Again, the other was small. So District 4 has both East Tampa, and Central Tampa Court. That's what East Tampa. That's what District 4. District 2, which is the David Black, the David Blackstone Senior Center. Remember, that's where our seniors live at. That's Central Tampa and Grove District. District 6, West Tampa plus mixed community. And that's a coalition here between blacks and Latinos in the third district. And then District 5 or District 7, which is the weakest, that's evident by the Latino church. All these things will be broken up if they decide other than church and chief. Okay, now let's talk about each district. Not only does Alternative Chief protect us in West Tampa, but it also protect other communities, especially black communities throughout Tampa. And District 4 is the strongest. In District 4, there will be no change. That means Burbank, the community church stays intact for black preserved vote. District 5 remains strong. What is the action? We gain 10 territories of precinct. That means that the David Blackstone Senior Citizen stays the same. District 5, which is modern, no action. And that includes West Tampa, Black, Latino coalition, no fragmentation. And District 7, it makes that the weakest because of the suburban area loss and population. So you can see why it's so important that we choose alternative districts. And it's not only in our self-interest while we choose. Okay. What happens if we lose? What happens if we don't get what we want? Let's talk about the Burr Baptist community gets split. 7,000 plus black voters will be divided across 3 districts. Let me say again, 7,000 breaking up into 3 districts. That weakens the black. Senior votes get disrupted because of the fact that the David Blackstone Senior Citizen move, we lose relationship with that senior population. West Tampa and Latino coalition that we've been forming in West Tampa will be divided and conquered. And then finally, German wins. Mathematical perfection used to justify splitting up our community. The same old that's going on around the nation. They're trying to dilute the black vote in any way. Redistricting is going on throughout the United States, by the way. In Tampa, we got a different story. So, what we need to do now? There's an important meeting coming up on March the 20th, and that's going to be And we get your information on that. And when she get an opportunity to buy in. I'm sorry, that's March the 9th. Second, speak up and talk about why alternate two is the best for our community. And then three, numbers matter. And then four, it tells them that we support alternate two, which support the Black power. Okay, I'm going to email each of you this presentation. So see, these are some of the things that you want to be able to talk about. You want some of the things you want to say at that hearing, and there's going to be another mobile one coming. I'm not mobile, visual one coming up, and I'll talk about that later with the planning commission. What we're trying to do, so when these people come up, we know what to say. Now, here's some talking points that you might want to testify. And I support alternate two because it makes minimum changes while protecting our community. Alternate one splits the Brooklyn Baptist Community Church, which weakens the Black political party. Alternate two has the highest community support with 400 votes. Listen to the people. Moving three precincts is unnecessary. Alternate two only moves one. Our West Tampa neighborhood stays together under alternate two and it don't break us off. David Box, their senior citizen votes should not be moved. It should stay in District 5. I urge you to adapt alternate two and protect the Black community in Tampa. These are some of your talking points that you get an opportunity to voice what those concerns are. Okay, and finally, this is important. The critical date. On March the 29th, the Planning Commission is having its final public. That's March the 9th, not March the 29th. March the 9th. Okay, when people come in and voice their concern. By the way, I'm going to email everybody that you can't get to those meetings. I'm going to email you go online and vote for the district that you want. So if you can't make it out to this meeting that's coming up on the 9th that the planning commission is giving, we will send you that link so you can vote online. No matter how you do it, we just want to make sure you vote. Now on Friday p.m. and 2 p.m., they're going to have another virtual meeting. This is going to be the planning commission. So that's going to be on Monday, March at 12 to 2 p.m. The alternate is that I'm going to send you an email so you can go directly to those sites for the tours that you want to vote for. For example, when you go there, you're going to click the link. It's going to go directly to that box. What do you choose? And you choose alternate number 2. It's our community, it's our voice, and it's our home. Any questions from anybody? Is everybody good? So what I do is to make sure I get this information out to you. Again, this is going to go online. In fact, it's going to go live. Position is related to making sure that we preserve the Black vote here in West Tampa. I want to thank everybody for attending the night's meeting because it shows how. And somebody has that phone up.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my hand.
Okay, what question? You have a question?
You said the date was March 23rd, but I think I see the 23rd.
I'm sorry, March the 23rd. That's what it is.
It's a virtual open.
Yeah, that's a virtual meeting. I'll send the link to that virtual meeting too.
But is it March or February?
It's gonna be. You know what? Right. This is not the correct date, folks.
Right.
They changed it. I forgot what they changed it, but not. No, this is Monday, March the 23rd, right?
Okay, but
It's
not. It's huh?
I'm saying January. We're going to stuck on March.
I don't know.
Okay. You think you always by my side, right? That's what I meant to say. February the 23rd. Well, keep it moving, folks. When you make it to these meetings, I'm going to send you the link where you can go directly on the Planning Commission's website and vote. Make sure you get that link to all of your friends. So even if they come to those two meetings right here, their voice will be heard. Okay, that's right.
Just want to iterate how important it's going to be to, participate and have our voices and be heard and show up.
Is there anybody that's going to the businesses like on Main Street and letting them know this information? Because you've got a lot of businesses down there.
This is only for residents.
Well, they might live in the area though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they live in the area. That's a good thing, right? Definitely. Done so far as the egg blasted all over social media. Pick this over to you. We talk about it to city council meeting. Let's see our A meeting. We post it on Facebook. We email people. We doing everything to get the voice out. And I think the biggest community part that they live in Tampa, but more important, we need to make sure the silent majority, the silent majority get out, and that's not don't give no reason not to vote. Because I don't think they're going to understand what's going to happen if this thing passes. How it's going to die the black vote forever. Not for the next 10 years, but forever. That means when everybody goes to the election comes up, come up to vote, it don't make nothing because it's not insignificant. Now, because of our solid foundation, if we come as a place to most people, we can change the narrative. And we need to make sure that continues to happen. But I didn't know I had some contact with some folks on mentioning about the business. Man, I'm sort of
You get that done.
okay. Does that address your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you so very much.
Now, what is this? Because it looks like a government price. Okay. Well, welcome to the meeting.
Hello.
It's so important.
I'm sorry, I have a question. Has this information been sent out to is it going to be sent out to the churches in this area?
Oh, wait a minute. Now have I sent it out to all the churches? Trust me, I did my homework. I sent it out to all the neighborhoods as well as regular people, because this thing is so important. You're right. We have to be inclusive and give nobody no reason to say you didn't get it. Because the radio station, we're all over the place making sure people understand how important this is. Oftentimes we sleep on it. And then we wake up and it's too late. We cannot sleep on this. This is about political power. And politics is everything. It's everything. Contrary to what people believe, politics is everything. That's why it's so critical, important that we, stay together and vote as a block in order to maintain our identity as a people in West Tampa. But again, I have a question, so please feel free to throw any question because y'all been asking some fantastic questions. And I want to understand this when we watch this. This is how West Tampa roll. We come together, we identify problems, and we talk about solutions. That's why West Tampa is West Tampa. So,
ask you another question now, and it's just off the top of my head. Do we also have like an attorney that represents this group? Because a lot of times, like if you go down to some town hall meetings, there may be some things that need addressing legally. Do we have a representative to do that? An attorney representative to do that?
Not in this particular point, we don't, right? We don't. But of course, open back up. When we get the wrong law deal, we're going to change a lot of things to because legal representation is important. That's why we do what we do here. We make sure that you get the correct information. Now, Joe Robinson, who is one person for West Tampa CDC, and the president saying, Joe, you want to say hi to everybody?
Joe,
You may not be able to hear.
Oh, I just saw him pop in. Yeah, I don't think he here because he has his mic turned on. But I am so happy that we came together like this because it goes to show how coming together as a community is so very, very important. And I want to take my time, people. Tell me what neighborhoods you represent.
West Riverfront Crime Watch Group, and also West Tampa Citizen Advisory under the City Council.
Excellent, excellent. You represent any other organizations or just residents? That's what we hope. We hope that we could get definite an engagement of different residents to come together because this thing here is for us not to participate. Again, even if you're not going to attend the meeting that they're going to give on March the 9th, or you're not going to attend the virtual meeting that they're going to give on February the 23rd, we're going to send you an email so you can go online and vote. Just make sure you vote for alternate two. Alternate two keeps us together as a solid community. Any of the other alternates will bring us up, bring up the black vote. So, folks, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. This is going to go live right here because we want people to understand. Any comments before we turn on tonight? If that's the case, I want to thank everybody again for showing up and showing out. And keep in mind, because I got your email, we'll be making sure we email everybody that's here that we haven't gotten your email. Because the West Tampa CDC provides a ton of different training on how to use AI, on how to do a business plan, strategic planning, economic development. We do all kinds of things around. I'm going to get that out. Make sure you put in the list that we send that out information out to you. West Tampa probably has more. Most of the other programs out there, they got like a staff of 20 and 30. We have more programs related to the community empowerment. So, folks, I'm about to get out of here. It's been a long day for me, and I'm sure it's been a long day for everybody else. Let me turn this off.
Okay.
Thank you so much for attending a nice class. If nobody else has any other questions,
None.
hold on, we got one person that came in. Let me see. And I think this is the planning commission.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Hello.
Let them in.
Hello.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Oh,
I'm
good.
doing good. This might be the presentation. Did you see the presentation I sent you?
Oh, wait.
Went over with town. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second to bring it up again.
Did they leave? They might still be on the phone.
Well, this was the presentation that I sent over to your office.
Yeah, you mean that's your presentation. Mine has to
Yeah, but this presentation was very honest. We took the presentation you made,
okay.
we dropped it into AI, and whereas AI, which is the best source and why those choices. Well, all this information is presented because you presented the information to us. We're just turning it around so that the community can understand and buy in. But let me see, I'm so happy because let me tell you something about the planning commission. They did they get the work out. They only Friday. That's how the community is and making sure everybody get that work. So we want to really appreciate you because you didn't have to come on a Friday night. But we just wanted people to know that the planning commission was definitely making sure everybody get an opportunity to weigh in. Now, I also told them that, I'm sorry.
So yes.
I also told them that also.
But then, yeah, they could definitely go and make choose their preference. Yes.
Right. So we went over all that information. And we want to thank you for coming and understand West Tampa is in the house. And now everybody's coming in while we're about to end the meeting. But everybody's trying to come in now, folks. What I'll do for those of you that want to be, you can be. But
you said 6
yeah, I know. That's and I job folks. I say 6 p.m. on some and 5:30 on others. You know, unfortunately. But the bottom line is most important. You showed up and you showed out.
That's what.
So, what do you want to add to what's coming up?
The 9th is the we will have the 2nd of March, which will also is teachers that way you will see and whether you want to show support that through emails and just showing up or just again however you like to support that or fight it however you like. So yeah, so that's something. So the second or a little earlier, we have what the in the agenda is there will include the recommendation. What of the alternatives we're recommending, and then again you can then go from there and either email planner at planhealthboard.org and they can say, hey, we support this, or or if you agree, then you don't have to do anything. But if you feel so inclined, you can either support or push back on it. So it's up to you.
So could you look at the screen and make sure that everybody's correct?
Yes, it is on. Yeah, that's so Monday is definitely perfect. Okay, so the first one is the March the 9th. Remember, that's one is at 7:30 or later. Right. 7:30. So that is the one. And before that night, we have the scores, the staff recommendation. Which of the 4 proposals we're going to be, recommended. So, and then the planning commission can take the recommendation. Do not take the recommendation. They can do whatever it pleases them. So just be advised. But they do have to choose between one of those. We cannot have an extra one out there because nobody else has done it. So they gotta choose between one of the 4, and we will have a recommendation. That's what I would say. So again, March 9th, that will be a Monday. It's just 7:30 p.m. You can register to participate online. If you don't want to come downtown, I know for some people that may be a little difficult. And also, if there is a game, or there is a concert, that could. But it will make it comfortable for you to either participate online, you can play it and give your opinion, you support or against, and or just send an email to them. Plan at plancondoc.org, and that would definitely get it to them. The open house again for those that still may be out there that may want to have one more question or one more look at the presentation that will be up and running next Monday on the 23rd from 12 to 2 p.m. Again, you don't have to come in on those 2 hours. If you just have a 2-minute question, just come in a 2-minute question. You can do that as well. Again, it's a free format. It's an open house. You just look at things and that's what happens. So, any questions?
I think I was so good at this presentation that we went on really in depth. Because we talked not only about what are the 4 different arguments, but we also talked about an impact on each of the 4 that might have Tampa, and gave them some suggestions based on that. But I want to tell folks that this presentation couldn't be possible in transparency because I took the PowerPoint presentation that y'all made at the meeting and I got that into AI. And AI came up with this. It said AI was our brainiac to let us know what the best decision is. I know. So that's why I double check everything because AI, they call it hallucinate.
Yeah, they
AI hallucinate sometimes. Yeah. Thank you very much. Well, I'm a student of AI. I mean, I've been a student of technology since probably the early '80s. When artificial intelligence came, it was like, okay, I was waiting for this to get to the next level. But what's most important was that you came, you attended, and it shows how the commitment is to make sure this information gets out to everybody. Okay, folks, this is why I do that.
So sorry.
We take responsibility, right? And that's why we have. That's why we don't have as many people here right now, right? Right? So we're going to have to, send it out to them. Presentation. Remember, boss
they get some business. So for those that for us to say spoken to real great time with many groups, so always sensitive to the dynamics of the group. So that's why I didn't really point it out to groups again. Like we have a speaker. Usually the speaker is on the first person, so that's why I didn't say anything. But anyhow, we cut the and any questions we're here to answer them.
And again, it's a Friday night, and we appreciate you coming in. And again, folks, I'm sorry, but I put down 6 and 7 and 5 and no other. I appreciate the fact that he was courteous enough to say that, hey, I'll come in on the back end of us, it might be. But guess what? This was all about redistricting. I'm trying to emphasize to everybody in my hearing voice how important it is, to make your decision. Whether you see argument 1 or argument 4, it's your decision. But nevertheless, show up and vote.
The vote is support.
Right.
Placing 345 down to so there's a few that's it. I don't know if that's showing there.
Okay, here we go. 1 second. Here, the highest community support, 420.
Minimal change, I don't know about maximum protection, but definitely minimal change.
Yeah.
So there is that is it is the same best support. So it doesn't remain right now. Again, we don't want everybody just to express. We are, it will be open through the 25th in terms of the online tests. So again, we don't want to sway people either way. So people that live in those prisons, we definitely want to hear from them.
Yeah, because your purpose is only to present the information. It's up to the community to make that decision. But information is powerful. The fact that you came out Again, I can't overemphasize it's a Friday night. And for a short notice, I can't expect no notice. I think.
Maybe have to do like a neighborhood meeting. Do this all. So it's not. Don't feel like you ain't convenience meeting anyway. This college job.
Well, I'm so happy that you came out. And I can't, it was short notice. How many times was about 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago? He got to take one of the meetings. And the meeting, he said, no problem, I'll be there.
Yo, Captain. So late morning. It seems again, people just call me real quick, ask questions for that short presentation. So it's up to them.
Again, folks, his contact information is here. His email, the website, his name and everything like that. But look, folks, I want to get out here because I got a headache because I've been working all day long. So it's trying to give me an opportunity just to lay down for a second. So if no one else has any other questions, I think I'm gonna as promised, these are the maps. This is what you're looking at now is the current city council districts. These are the current districts that will be changed. What you're looking at now is alternate 1 to close up. This is alternate 1 map. This is a close-up of alternate 2 close-up. Again, this is alternate 2. This is the map or the remodel of the district that we're for. This is an alternative to map, to 2 map, alternate 2 map. This is alternate 3 close-up map. And this is alternate 3 map. This is alternate 4 close-up map. And this is alternate 4 map. So the choice is yours. This is probably one of the most important choices that you have. Not only have we provided you with the information, but we also are providing you with the maps. Change comes when you step up to the plate. This one is so important that it could change the power structure that we enjoy now forever. Thank you.